Here's a little behind the scenes of the Grand Rapids, Minnesota greenhouse for a class that Chelsea's setting up for tonight. Of course, all of the dirt is being delivered today, so we got to get that all tucked away before the course. And you might as well get her something good to drink. She's doing 100 things, but let's play some bets. Is she gonna go for orange or pink? My guess is pink. So I put it on this side. I don't think we're gonna see her, so we'll go carry this thing. Okay. Okay, which one are you gonna pick?
The pink one.
The pink one? She took the pink one, so I'm trying the orange one, and it is so sweet. It's too sweet. But I can't taste any of the like caffeine. 200 megs of caffeine? All right, Shaboy's got some work to do today. Whew. All right, guys, this one's a little more off the cuff, looking back at today's everything. Yeah, I want to focus on make time and make do. So I'd made the time to help, and I was unloading plastic that was way too heavy. You might have seen that in the shorts. Real advice, if you're unloading by hand, make sure you load by hand. Otherwise, you're gonna end up in trouble. So I thought I had just like a handful of loose plastic, but it was actually rolled greenhouse plastic that had just been left in the woods. So we're cleaning that up, and I didn't load it. It was loaded with a skid steer, so we didn't know it was 2,000, like it wasn't less than 2,000 pounds. Luckily the truck didn't care at all having that, but it wasn't until I went to unload it by hand that I realized, oh, there's a problem. And so it quickly went from the truck to the ground. There goes Papa. I've never been late for anything, but we got this thing. We got about this high to go. I don't know how heavy it is, but if it's not less than 1,000 pounds, I'm sure of that. Holy smokes, okay. Because it was so heavy, I couldn't stop it. But then I was trying to get it from the ground up into the dumpster, and that wasn't gonna work. It was way too much. So I made do with what I had. We had some ratchet straps. Someone else pulled up to the dump that I knew, so I was able to ask them for help. And I tried a bunch of stuff. So first try, I cut the plastic. I tried to like cut pieces off of it so I could just take it, one bit at a time. And I couldn't do that because it was rolled. Once I cut the stuff away from the roll, I could see it was a roll, and that was a problem. And then I couldn't handle that, and it was on the ground. So then I lowered the lift gate, basically scooped it up, lifted it a little bit, poked a bunch of holes in the bottom because I thought it was full of water because it was so heavy. And I thought some water would drain out and lose a couple 100 pounds of water, but nope. It was full of ants. Ants had carried sand and like dirt and stuff into there and made really just the perfect house for ants. But because of that, it didn't drain. So then it was a dump. So I was able to find some plastic, use some ratchet straps, use some leverage, and made the time to get it done. So we were able to haul it up from the truck bed. We were able to basically make a ramp out of steel and stuff we found and ramp it up and in. So, oh my gosh, okay, we got it, but that was big. I don't know how heavy that is. You gotta tell me, because that's a lot. And there's a whole ant colony in there, so they moved a ton of dirt in there too. Make do. I had time. I wasn't in a rush. It was sunny and hot, and I thought I was just gonna like die there, but I was gonna finish this. So anyway, that's yeah, make do. That's today's video. Fix something that bothers you. I wasn't gonna just stay there in the I wasn't gonna drive all that plastic back. I was gonna find a way. So ask for help, find a way. Go back to your simple machines. Go back to middle school science, your inclined plane, your levers, your pulleys, your screws, I can't remember all the simple machines, but that'll get you 9/10 of the way there. And then just some hard work and elbow grease should get you the rest of the way. And using machines properly. So yeah, use your machines, use your brain, be safe, and get it done. It was a good day. I'm absolutely gassed. It's time for some ice cold apple cider, and I think we're gonna make some like pumpkin crafts. So that'll be great. Okay, if you guys have been watching this series so far, you know I actually love doing this sort of thing. Like, this is what I live for. So when you're thinking, wait, I thought this whole series was about him doing things that are hard to do or bother him or fixing things that's broken. Well, you are right. What I did in between getting sweaty and dirty and crafting and having a blast was I went to a building to file paperwork in order to make sure my health insurance was up to date and all filled out correctly, which I hate doing. That, one, is not visually interesting, and two, it sucked, but I did it. And I had a great rest of the day. I think there's a lesson in there somewhere.